This is the Saucony Xodus Ultra 4. The Xodus Ultra 4 is an all-mountain trail running shoe, and it's really built for comfort and just bashing through lots of mileage. So yes, you could call it an ultra running shoe, but it really is an all-mountain shoe. Whatever type of running you want to do, the Xodus Ultra 4 should be able to handle it. And handle it it does, with lots of cushioning and comfort underfoot, thanks to this really nice cushioned midsole foam. But also the upper is super comfortable and classic Saucony in my opinion as well. So you've got a really nice fit in the upper, cushioning around the collars, heel counter, which is articulated. Yes, bit of a theme in Saucony's 2025 running shoe releases. If you've been following my reviews, it's become a little bit of a running joke. Let's start with the key specifications then. They cost $160, which is pretty good for an all-mountain trail running shoe. But I will let you know by the end of this review if I believe it's worth that price tag. You should be able to pick these up on June the 1st. They weigh 10.7 ounces or 303 grams, and that's for a size US men's 9, my pair. They have a drop of 6 millimeters from heel to toe. That's 36 millimeters under the heel and 30 millimeters under the toe. So pretty high stack height, and what that means is you do get a lot of protection and cushioning underfoot. So if you do need to run long mileage on hard surfaces, maybe gravel trails, rocky trails, buff, but even on softer trails, then a nice cushion stack height like that is really what you want. The upper is using a high strength engineered mesh, which has a layer in there which kind of filters out any really fine particles like sand and dust. And it actually does that really well without losing breathability. So I was a little bit worried thinking that that might make this shoe very hot inside, because I'm running in Florida at the moment and the humidity is insane. It's close to 100% with temperatures that feel like 37 degrees Celsius. So it's insane. So right now, if I'm running in a shoe that isn't breathable, I notice it straight away. Now, while this isn't the most breathable, there is some good breathability in there, and I didn't feel like my feet were getting hot, so that's a real plus. It's also got high abrasion zones with TPU-like overlays around where your toes might wiggle and cause tears over time, so that's really nice. That's going to improve durability over time, and it just protects areas where you might snag the shoe on the trail. So yeah, really like what they've done with the upper here. I think it looks cool too. Oh, I forgot to mention there is also a little D-ring towards the front of the upper here, and all that's for is connecting a gaiter. So if you are going to be running in sandy conditions for long distances, then you're probably going to want a gaiter which will stop dirt getting actually into the shoe around your collars and heel counter. That little layer I was talking about before is literally just to stop it coming through the actual upper material. The midsole is using all the Power Runs. You've got Power Run PB foam for the most part, and you've got a Power Run frame. And that's the little bit that goes up a little bit higher on the edges on either side of your feet, creating a cradle of sorts, which basically supports your foot and helps reduce that lateral roll, giving the shoe extra stability, which is important because it does have a high stack. And I do feel like they're stable on the run. And then the final Power Run is the Power Run Plus sock liner or insole. This little guy here. All that does is make it feel a little bit more plush and comfortable just to step into, and just makes longer distance running feel that a little bit more comfortable. But it gives it a little bit of spring back and response as well. When it comes to the outsole, it has Vibram Mega Grip. Whoop whoop. Yeah, best in class right now, you can't beat it. So it's awesome to see that on the bottom of this shoe. The lugs are 4 millimeters deep, and they've got a nice chevron formation pattern. Works really well. So they point forwards on the front, which is good if you are trying to go up steep inclines, it kind of claws into the trail better. And then if you are running downhill, maybe you're landing more towards your heels, the chevrons are pointed the other way, which gives you more traction and it digs into the trail when you're going downhill. When it comes to sizing and fit, they're very much true to size, and they do have a medium width, and there's a nice little bit of room in the toe box for a little bit of natural toe splay, making biomechanics work really well if you are running long distances. It allows your feet to do what they're supposed to, without the toe box being too wide and giving you rubbing points. So fit is on point, really like what they've done. Heel lock is fantastic as well. I haven't had to use any racer's loop, heel lock method or anything like that to get a better secure fit. Literally just as it comes out the box without using that extra eyelet at the top. Fits really well, and I'm not getting any slippage from my heels, which would result in loss of energy or efficiency when running. So really good fit, very easy to get a nice quick fit with this lacing system, which is traditional, but I always say this, I like traditional lacing setups, nothing too quirky, because they just work really well. And super comfortable to slip on, and in general they're comfortable throughout the run because of all this padded cushioning around the collars and the heel counter, and even the tongue's nice and soft as well. That stays in place when you're running too. So overall fit is classic Saucony. If you've run in Saucony before, you're gonna love how these feel. If you're enjoying this review so far, please give the video a like. Just tap that like button, smack it, slap it, whatever you wanna do to it. Just make sure you activate that like. That'll make me really happy if you do that, so thanks in advance. And be sure to comment on this video. I really appreciate it when you guys do that. Just say hi, or if you've got a comment on these shoes or a question, just drop it in those comments as well. I always reply to every message on there. And of course, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more running shoe reviews just like this one. I always keep things genuine, honest, and as insightful as possible to help you decide whether or not the shoe I'm currently reviewing is going to be best for you and your needs. But as always, if you've got questions, maybe I didn't cover something that you're interested in, just let me know in the comments and I'll get you hooked up with the best shoes for you. You made it to my performance review, the best part of every review. I'm going to start with how they feel, because really that's what's the most special part about these shoes. They're just really comfortable and just easy to love. They are very much tailored for comfort and long distance trail running, but also on pretty much any type of terrain you can think of, making them a really, really versatile all-mountain trail running shoe. Now, they're not the fastest trail running shoe out there. They're not a trail racing shoe if you want to do sky running, or maybe you've got a 10K or you want to run a fast half marathon trail race. Then sure, you can do it in these shoes, but if you are really gunning it, you want to go for the best time possible, then you're probably going to want a more nimble trail racing shoe. If that sounds like what you're after, definitely head up there. That's my best trail racing shoes roundup on alistairrunning.com. I've got a few ultra running options on there, but also general trail racing, and of course the really hyper fast trail racing sky running type shoes on there as well. So it's all categorized. That will help you find the best trail racing shoes for you. But these are really for any kind of trail race if you're not trying to just bomb it as fast as you can. They're super durable, super comfortable, very capable at going long distances, and just they're a joy to run in, honestly. So that makes them a very good ultra running shoe. Or maybe you're running a trail marathon, you just need a durable, comfortable cushion shoe that's also stable and has fantastic traction thanks to this outsole here. Then this is worth considering as well, because it does all that really well. It's the sort of shoe that you forget you're wearing when you're running, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. It's just an extension of your legs and your feet, allowing you to do what you love doing most, which is just being out there, trail running, getting inside your own head, enjoying nature, and enjoying the journey. The PowerRun PB foam on the midsole is very springy, and it's got a good amount of response and bounce to it. But it's also very cushioned as well. So I really like the balance of it, and it's not overly plush. It's got good amount of cushioning and response, meaning it's a stable shoe. Plush running shoes with high stack heights are not a good idea on trails, especially if you do step into more technical trails. Then that instability could very easily lead to rolling an ankle or even falling over and hurting yourself, more than a rolled ankle, which can be absolutely horrendous, by the way. We've all done it on the trails, and it's not something you want to do. So my point is, this isn't plush, it's just very cushioned and protective underfoot. The upper adds to this comfort when you're running. It's very durable. It's got overlays around the toe box here. Got a protective toe bumper, but it's not reinforced. So if you do stub a rock or root at the front of a shoe, it should have you protected for the most part, but the top is it's not that reinforced. It's a breathable shoe, so if you are going to be doing any river crossings in your trail race, or maybe it starts raining in your race, then once you leave the water or it stops raining, it will drain well, so water will pass through and it should evaporate off once you get running again. Is the Saucony Xodus Ultra worth $160 then? Yes, very much so. I really enjoy running in this shoe. It's definitely going to be a good companion for long distance or ultra running, where I just kind of want to complete the race. I'm not trying to compete in it. If that sounds like you, this is the kind of shoe that's going to be good for you. It's just going to be comfortable and take care of that long mileage for you. Feeling really nice and supportive, enjoyable and reliable. The traction is fantastic. It's a durable upper, breathable enough, and I think it looks really cool too. So yes, it's definitely worth $160. If you are looking for a much faster trail running shoe, then definitely check out that roundup I mentioned earlier. But for all your all-mountain trail running needs, for training, but also racing at slower paces, the Xodus Ultra 4 is a fantastic choice. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it gave you some insights into whether it's going to be good for you. Once again, if you've got any questions at all, or you just want to say hi, which you totally should, drop that comment down below in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Peace.